So if I do transformations, the vertex form is in this form, y equals a, then the bars, x minus h. Why is it shaking? Oh, they're on the roof. X minus h plus k. Some of these letters look familiar. A, h, k. We've been dealing with them all week, transformations, okay? Where this guy here in the middle, hk, is the vertex. Just like we've talked about all week, inside is a liar, so you do have to change the sign on this one. Okay, and then the axis of symmetry is x equals h. I'll show you in a second what I mean. And the a value represents the slope of the right side. It is also like your stretch or shrink, so that's still the case. But it is the slope of the right side, and so you'll see how we do that just like you would graph a line, and then you'll reflect the points on the other side, okay? So we're going to do 2 examples together, that's it. So I just need your attention for those 2, and then you'll try some on your own, okay? And then tomorrow, or Monday, you won't be terribly confused. Okay, so at number 1, first thing, let's list out the transformations, because you know this, we've been practicing it all week. What's the negative do? Yeah, it flips over the x-axis. There's an x-axis reflection. Okay, and the 3 is a vertical, because it's out in front, vertical. Vertical what? It's bigger than 1, stretch. Vertical stretch by 3. So you don't necessarily need the transformations to graph it, but it's helpful because now you're going to see it. So it's going to get stretched, like narrower, and it's going to have an x-axis reflection. It's going to flip down. So if what you see at the top of your paper is vanilla ice cream, this one's going to get a little spicy, okay? So now we've got the vertex. Does it shift left or right, or up or down? No, which means that it's still going to be centered where this guy is at 0, 0. Unless you get shifted left, right, up, down, it's going to be at 0, 0. So this one, because you don't see a left, right, up, down, it'd be plus 0, plus 0. So the vertex is 0, 0. And here's what's cool about absolute value is now you look at this number, the negative 3, and that is your slope of the right side. So negative 3, if you want to make it into a fraction, you put it over 1. It is negative, so it would go down 3 to the right 1. We are always going to go right because this is the slope of the right side. So let's graph the vertex. It's at 0, 0. It did not get moved. Left, right, up, down. Still there. But then you're going to do the slope. So starting there, go down 3, right 1. Down 3, right 1. But don't make it a line because it's supposed to be a V. So now you need to reverse it and reflect it so that you have a V. So I went down and left, obviously. This would get you the absolute value function. It has been stretched by a factor of 3. It's a little bit narrower, and you see that it's been reflected and flipped over the x-axis. So it's a good application of your transformations. Okay, domain and range. We've been talking about this all unit. Does it stop going to the left? To the right? No. All real numbers. Always. Because it has arrows going forever to the left, forever to the right. And then your range, remember, is your lowest to highest. On the low end, it is starting at where? Negative, not 0. That's the high end. Lowest is negative infinity, and it stops at 0. So this guy goes from negative infinity to 0. It does have a point at 0, so that is a bracket. Or you can write it as y value is less than or equal to 0. Remember, I don't care that USC uses inequality signs, so if you're freshman and sophomore, it might be smart to get used to inequalities. Okay, and then increasing, decreasing. This is the part that's a little weird, so try and stick with me. You have an axis of symmetry that is here at, going down the middle. This is a line, x equals 0, because it's going through 0. Think of this like a roller coaster. Roller coaster, roller coaster. Okay, it goes up, down, because you're going left to right. Woo. Okay, it is increasing on which side, left or right? left. So it's increasing on the left, which is where the x values are less than 0. You could write it in interval notation. I'm not going to. It is decreasing, going down on the right side. That's where the x values are greater than 0. Yeah. There are 3 transformations. Can you figure out what the 3 are? Vertical something. There's a vertical shrink, yes, because it's less than 1. Vertical shrink by 1/3. Inside is a liar, so that one, the 2 takes it. Left. Left 2, and then the 4 takes it down. Okay, this will be helpful to you as you now, whenever you graph it, you should check and make sure that you've actually done these things. Okay, the vertex comes from your HK. So the vertex is, let's see, this guy, 2, but it's not 2 because it's inside the liar, so -2. -4, because it went left 2, down 4. That takes it left, down. You have to change what's inside. And the slope, what is it, or the a value? 1/3, so that is going to take it up 1, right 3. You guys know how to graph slope, but we'll just write it down real quick. So 1/3 takes it up 1, right 3. Okay, so graph your vertex at -2, -4. It went left 2, down 4. And then you go up 1, right 3. You will see it's been shrunk. That's the right side. You do have an axis of symmetry that goes down the middle. You reflect it, go up and left. So it makes a V that's symmetrical. And yes, please give it arrows. Okay, your domain is still all real numbers because it goes forever to the left, further to the right. The range is the one you got to watch out for. So it starts here and goes up. It starts at, what's the y value? -4, and it goes up to infinity and beyond. So -4 to infinity, make sure you use a bracket at -4 to infinity, or you can write it as y values greater than or equal to -4. My default tends to be to write it in inequality notation, but you can do either. And now you do the roller coaster to figure out where is it increasing, where is it decreasing. This is the hardest part. If this part's confusing for you, it's okay. We'll figure it out. So you've got your little axis of symmetry. It goes down the middle. This is the line x equals -2. So it is going left, right. It's going down, up. So which side is it increasing on? The right side. That's where x is greater than -2. Because this is the x value of -2. It is decreasing on the left, which is where x is less than -2. You can write this in interval notation like -2 to infinity. You do not have a bracket at -2, it doesn't include that point. And then this one would be -infinity to -2. Again, just pick whichever one you want. It's the same. But you do not include the point -2 because it doesn't go up or down at the point.